Friendly greetings, it's me, Torley, and I want to speak a little bit about the Dream Journal experiment project that I'm doing. So sometime back, I started to compose music again beyond piano improvisations. I got back into computer music, electronic, techno music, by using Ableton Live and layering sounds upon sounds. And it wasn't just for the sake of saying, oh, I'm going to make a song today. These came from my dreams. And that's why I've got a musical dream journal happening. If you go to torley.com, or if you're here now, you can easily see, and by the way, there's the music category. These will continue to be ameliorated. Like I might replace this piano music block with my newest electronic, including piano, as part of a larger canvas. But I'm starting to blog about my dreams and I type them out. I have a story. I don't censor myself in any way. And so they have a number. This is number 2, Watermelon Patch. Number 1 is 231. I call it that. Well, actually, if you figure this out and you contact me, let me know, you will get a special spot in your heart. If you know why I've called it that. It's not that difficult. There are clues based on my history, but like I said, I started getting back into music, and it has always been a wonderful way for me to express myself. Some people like to do crossword puzzles or solve things to pass the time, or as a hobby, I enjoy putting together layers. It's like this drum loop. It's such a chuggalicious groove with this guitar, and it just gives me such a thrill. And the other part of it is beyond emotional. It's purely pragmatic and practical because I was getting distracted throughout the day at work and spending time with my wife, just because melodies kept coming to my head. I was like, well, it helps to speak about your dreams. My wife and I like to share our dreams, and a lot of my dreams are very musical in basis, like the story of the Watermelon Patch, which found its way to be sort of a circusy rave theater, if you will. And I just want to express these out there. I don't know what's going to become of them, but I know I have to get them out there and share them in the world. Otherwise, they're going to swell up inside me. I'm going to go kabloom. It's really funny to think about what the term bedroom producer means. I've never been an actual, literal, total bedroom producer. For me, it's been a matter of right now I'm actually in my basement. Sometimes I like to sleep on the cold concrete floor when it's really hot. But aside from that, bedroom producer, it has this notion of, yeah, you've got your computer in your room, your personal space, and it's just really cozy. As I've heard some musicians express it, I think Fortet once said that it's like have toast and then you work on a track. And I similarly have that attitude because I work from home. It's very convenient to do that. I love being a part of Second Life, the virtual world, as well as my plugin designing. And all of this, by the way, if you look up any of this, you search for Second Life, there was actually a category. I began adding entries to here. Wasn't categorized that way before. Or New Blue Effects for my video stuff. And oh, this legit search thing comes up. And that's how it's been for me. I just wake up because there's no time to get lost in the transition of, say, driving, which is fortunate because I am a terrible driver. I don't drive for that reason. And I just have these ideas I need to capture. I need to write them down. I need to talk about them. I need to make music. And that is the fountainhead, I think that's the correct term, of being a creative person. When you're bursting with that, you keep journals, you write it down, you get it out so you can generate more ideas. So someone in the world can be touched. If it's just all within yourself, no one else is going to know. So I feel extremely blessed to have these lovely, lovely opportunities in this age. And to think about how far technology goes, how we can interface in virtual worlds and chat with one another, as I was just doing a few hours ago. to SLCC all the way California, San Francisco, with my colleagues from the documentation team there, as well as in Second Life we had some of our reviewers who helped review the Second Life wiki, and that was wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I think often that was a part of my youth, and I'm going to go on for a bit here. If you like to listen to Torley Storytime, this is the place to do it. And pardon the screen, it's just not very motionary, so I'm going to talk to you about this. I've typed this before, but I think it carries a certain resonance if I start to speak about it. Back in the early 90s, before the World Wide Web really exploded, I had a lot of dreams. So we're back to this topic of exploring what we now know as a virtual world with other inhabitants. At the time, I played around with some of the VR/ML experiments, Virtuous VR and things like that. And they were cool on some level, like, oh, it's 3D, you can spin it around. You can see from all angles. But it felt lonely. Couldn't really exchange ideas. That's always been a big part of it for me. So I looked and focused and thought, maybe this will be a part of my future. So then I did music full time. So that's full professional thing. And then of course I had hyperacusis, which I've talked about many times in my blog. So I exited music, found out about Second Life, became a part of this thriving, wonderful online community. And throughout it all has always been the music, sometimes less prominent than others, but it's always been a central part of my life. And all these things really connect. I think about waking dreams. I think about taking things from an idea into execution. I think about great inventors, scientists, and artists who sleep upon a topic and wake up because something in their dream may have not just answered it all, Deus Machina, but it helped prompt the solution. So those sorts of things I care very much about, and in tune with these sorts of sonic phantasms I've been having, I've decided to start that. If you come over to the lovely music tab right here, I shall click it through. You can see where it's at. I've got a nice Bandcamp area, and I hope my website will be loading faster for you. That wasn't fast, and I do get impatient. So right here in the computer music section, I still have the many free piano compositions, as well as a handful of delightful mashups you may enjoy. All it takes is a play, and you can just go ahead and hear it like that. This is one of the rare videos in which I don't have headphones on and there's music playing. So we have this, and then we have this, of course, up here on top, because this is where I will be continuing. There are clues all around. You can just drag to the beats. And if you click through, it takes you to my Bandcamp page. That's me and my youngest cat daughter, Uni, my only cat daughter. My cat son is named Mr. Sushi. And so I've called it Dream Journal. I experimented with different names, but this will stay for now. And if you're early here, you'll see that I have quite a few. There's going to be more as there's more dreams. Each one is quite diverse because I dream in all sorts of colors and shades. I haven't had a nightmare in a while. I usually take control of what is going on. But all in all, that is what my mind cooks up when I'm sleeping, and I love to share it. So you can also click here, this tag. I'll tag my music blog entry specifically with dreams as things grow. And who knows where this may go. Perhaps I'll get bored as I have with other things, but perhaps it will evolve into something new, and something new would not have been without this as president. And I just tweeted this, in fact. So right now it is 10:02. The date is August 13, 2009. This is Torley, and I do hope you check out my musical dream journal. Thank you graciously for watching.